Yo, every single one of you, welcome to the blockchain today. And I think we are live right now. If so, let me know in the chat section because this is the first time we actually planned a live. But we wanted to do a nice live stream over on Christmas. And that's also how I want to start, guys. I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful Christmas. May the next coming days be very beautiful, that you can spend with the most important relatives. And yeah, may you experience lots of love. So let me check if it works. And yeah, then we can dive into the charts and we can check whether Christmas is going to bring some crazy price action for Bitcoin or not. So yeah, guys. Fijne feestdagen. Ja, jij ook, man. Pepper Sale. Let's give everyone also some time to join the stream right here. I got some interesting things I want to talk about in today's video, but I actually didn't prepare that much because I just wanted to take it from the live stream, take it from you guys with the chat, and check what you guys want me to have a look at and where we can have a talk about. And just have a nice live stream. I'm not really sure if I'm going to upload daily videos like in the next couple of days. I probably will. You guys know me. Sometimes I say like I'll take a small break, but I end up making daily uploads anyway, because then I'm just it's also kind of addicting. They're just like, okay, I just want to have just want to make a video. I want to spread the word to the community. I want to share my thoughts. That's just basically the most important thing for me. And yeah, but maybe in the next coming days, it won't be every day. So you are warned, but who knows? Maybe it is. Bitcoin dump, please, with an alt rally. Yeah, that might actually be something to... yeah, that can happen, definitely, guys. Bitcoin dumping with altcoins going to rally. We are going to have a look at all these charts. There's a rumor going on right now from one of these exchanges. Maxi is insolvent. I just want to be careful with this because this is also how things started with FTX. You first heard some rumors, like there's 1 or 2 or maybe 10 people who cannot withdraw funds. This becomes a rumor. More and more people spreading this news. Some influencers pick it up. And then before you know it, this whole domino thing happens. And yeah, always take in mind, guys, that exchanges, if you have money on exchanges, it's always at risk. I would say this is also with MetaMask wallet and stuff like that. It's kind of a risk that you take when doing crypto, right? But I would say, even though on the exchanges that I'm personally using, you should not have your hodl portfolio on there. Like if you want to have a trade or in a month you have some active trades, of course, you can send your money to these exchanges that you trust. But then in the end, you want to be in a position again where you're not really rely on these exchanges, right? So yeah, it's also good to withdraw it, put it on a hardware wallet. I'm mainly using Ledger right now, but there are also some stories about Ledger. There was a leak lately, and I'm actually doubting to buy this. I never used the Trezor, but I'm actually thinking of buying it. And I actually wanted to ask the community as well, what do you think? Do you guys use a Trezor or do you guys use a Ledger? I've used Ledger already since 2019, and I was always very positive about the Ledger products. I think it's a very nice user interface. It's very easy going. However, there were some leaks with Ledger, and I know for a fact that you also have sometimes these emails going around, so these phishing emails for Ledger. And then I also think like, okay, but how do they get the emails from the people buying the Ledger? So probably these emails databases from Ledger also got hacked now and then, so the hackers know to who to send an email to, and then they act like they are Ledger, blah blah blah, and that you have to do something, click a link or send a seed phrase, which you should never do, of course. And recently there was something going on. If you connect your Ledger through a specific app with a decentralized exchange or any Web3 application, it actually could drain your wallet. So for me personally, guys, this is already a big red flag. Also, I would never connect my Ledger wallet to a Web3 application. I would never do that. The HODL wallet should be offline, never connected to the internet. only maybe with the ledger interface, right? So yeah, but yeah, let me know if you guys use Trezor or if you use ledger. Okay, so we got a question: if we can use BitGet a long time, and do you trust them? Well, short answer, yes, I do trust BitGet. I actually have quite good contact with them. Very nice account manager that I have communication with. Yeah, I actually trust them. I definitely trust them, but I wouldn't put my whole portfolio on there either. I wouldn't put it on Bybit either. So, to be honest, for me, my personal rate of exchanges with the most trust is definitely number one is Bybit. Bybit is the exchange that I trust the most and that I also have the most money on. And that won't change either. Next to Bybit, I think BitGet and BingX, both exchanges I'm using, they are definitely on second and third place in terms of trust. Why? Because they are more new kids around the block. I've seen Bybit going through some nasty shit. I've seen Bybit going through the Binance fault. We've seen Bybit surviving a lot of things, actually, a lot of headwinds in the markets. And I also have very good contact with Bybit, and they assert me multiple times that they would never do something like what Maxi is maybe doing, you know, trading against their own customers. This is what FTX also was doing. So as far as I know, Bybit is completely out of the picture with those shady things. And yeah, BitGet and BingX, I haven't talked to them personally about it. I would assume they are not doing it, right? This is something I still can do. I can reach out to them. Yo, do you guys also have the same things like Maxi? I don't think so. I really don't think so, because it's quite unique when an exchange acts like a broker and kind of like acts like a casino, right? Where if you win, the exchange actually lose. Normally that's not the case. So in Bybit, if you are trading and if you win money, you basically win money from an other trader. So if you win, another trader lose. That's a zero-sum game, right? The exchange doesn't have anything to do with it, unless only that they are the middleman, and the middleman takes the fees, and they take like nice amount of money with the fees. So that's their revenue model, right? So yeah. Bitcoin similar to stablecoin, yeah, yeah, it definitely looks similar. Probably there will come a time in the future that Bitcoin is going to be more stable than the dollar. But the Netherlands is banned from BitGet. New users for now. Well, I'm personally, when I use BitGet or BingX, I'm using a VPN. And then sometimes when I don't have the VPN on, I can still log into this to the exchange. But yeah, with Bybit I don't have that problem. I think Bybit is allowed in the Netherlands because they also told me they bought a Dutch company, so they are actually quite organized. They bought a Dutch company who's holding the crypto for the Dutch clients, basically. So that's pretty. Bybit is really good organized, and I think right now also one of the biggest exchanges, since Binance is a little bit on the low, since CZ stepped down, since the US government took over Binance, right? A lot of people left Binance. Probably there's still a lot of liquidity there, but I think Bybit probably right now for me is the number one best exchange. What do you think about OKX exchange? Well, to be honest, I have a good feeling about it, but I haven't really tried it out, so I don't know. But I know that they, for example, were very early on jumping on the bandwagon for BRC20 tokens. I know that volume on OKX, let me check that for you guys. Let's go to OKX. The volume of Bitcoin NFTs on OKX is pretty high. And I know that they have nice trading bots and stuff like that. So I think it's generally like any other exchange. But I personally don't have an account on OKX. I might make one in the future, but I never really needed it so far. But yeah, let me know what you think then. Do you think OKX is good? If you are using it and should you recommend it to me, then maybe I'll start look into it. And maybe we can make some tutorials about OKX. We can do some grid trading on OKX, stuff like that, which we did also on Bybit. Maybe OKX has even more futures. I don't know, but I do know that they have a very high trading volume with Bitcoin NFTs, and that is actually interesting, as I'm also invested in Bitcoin NFTs, and I think this will do pretty good in this bull market. Hello Ben, Goedad, welcome. From Canada, you use Qcoin. Well, Qcoin, actually, I also never used it. I know from Qcoin in the past, but that was like back in 2020 or 2019. They approached me for a promo. They wanted to sponsor the channel, and I was talking with them, and I was not really sure because I was actually already like partnered with Bybit, and I just like Bybit the most. And then suddenly this news came out, some thought about Qcoin. I don't know exactly what happened, but that was also for me the moment that I said, like, yeah, I don't want to do anything with you guys. But yeah, that thought probably also resolved, and they're still solvent, they're still operating as far as I know. So yeah, but that was happened then. I opened yesterday a second account on BingX. Well, be careful when you open multiple accounts on the same exchange, because a lot of exchanges, they don't allow you if you're taking these bonuses. So if you are taking multiple accounts and you are going to take advantage of these bonuses, then there can be a problem. So because it's not the terms and conditions are not really that one person can make 10 accounts and claim free money or claim bonuses, right? So be careful with that, I would say. So yeah, guys, let's I see the chat. I'll look at the chat in a couple of minutes. Send me some questions, shoot me some questions, anything. Doesn't have to be crypto related, can be Christmas related, can be anything that you guys like. Just like I said, I haven't planned much, just want to go a bit through the charts, and so let's start with Bitcoin. And I'm working now on a couple of new indicators. These indicators are very interesting, and they will become more interesting once Will Portal is being developed further, because we are working on some crazy updates on Will Portal, where we are making like summaries, AI summaries from derivatives exchange data. We are scanning a lot of data. We are scanning certain YouTube channels, and then we are like combining what these analysts say on YouTube in a very small package, where you can actually say, okay, 90% of the YouTubers right now is bullish, so this gives a very good sentiment check. So these things are all coming. They are right now in the production. Some things are already ready, but they're just not implemented on the website yet. But can you imagine, guys? Can you already imagine how this looks? So we have Will Portal, derivatives exchange data. We got AI analyzing the data. We got AI analyzing social media, all compressed on the website. We have multiple coins. We're going to make our own, or we have actually already own algorithms, which we add to see if the momentum is bullish or bearish on multiple time frames. So we want to become this dashboard where you can go to, and that you can really see like, okay, chart is saying this, momentum indicator saying this, derivatives exchange data saying this, and the sentiment is that. Right? I mean, this is all you need, right? If you see the sentiment is very bearish. So, for example, like here, and this is actually where I made a mistake. So, here we broke like very key support, and then Bitcoin consolidated sideways, right? But during this time, in hindsight, it's easier to say. But we got buy signals from our Will algo right here, right here, right here as well. So that showed us that the momentum actually turned bullish. The sentiment here, including me, I gotta be honest, I wasn't that bullish right here. Sentiment was very, very negative. We are seeing the momentum coming up right here. We are seeing also right here with this indicator, things are coming up. So another thing that we can actually add is the funding rates, but that's more... It's more precise on willportal.com than this indicator. The funding rates are negative. Also increase the likelihood to go up. So in hindsight, guys, when I look at this chart right now, it was a no-brainer for Bitcoin to go on a massive rally. But yeah, just me, same like a lot of other analysts, like sometimes you just get caught up in the emotional state of the market, which was extremely bearish. And my thesis was really that... we broke below these bull market support bands, which generally we shouldn't do in a bull market, right? Normally when we break below it, we do get a retest or something, or we can get a bounce, but normally we still see lower levels. But in hindsight, that was just not the case. And right now with the new indicators, because we have to learn from our mistakes, with the new indicators, we actually could see like, okay, yeah. And with that sentiment indicator, things can get more clear also. Waar koop jij je NFT, Jeroen? Well, nice that you asked that, actually. I buy them at, this website, Ordinals Wallet. I have my wallet right here. Yeah, it's pretty easy. You go to market, and here you can select the NFT that you want to buy. You can have a wallet address on this website, so you can just create a wallet on this website. You get a 12-word key phrase. So multiple times I reset my laptop. I had to reinstall my wallet again. So yeah, I just put that 12 words in, and I get my wallet again. And you can just click right here if you want to buy Pixel Pepper. You click on buy now, and yeah, basically you get it instantly. You can buy many more things here, like Bitmap, Audi, Dogepunks, Bitcoin Punks, which I think will do pretty good. So guys, let me check the chat, what's going on. I mean, I have Bybit and now BingX. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I think it's just best, like, depends on where you are. If you're in the United States, okay, it's a problem. UK is a problem too. But yeah, number one exchange should be Bybit. I mean, if you're an active trader, why not use Bybit? And next to Bybit, you can have like BingX, BitGet, Phoenix. These are all very good alternatives to Bybit. But for me personally, yeah, Bybit is number one. But I also think it's good to diversify. So it's good to have like 3 accounts on four exchanges, you know. You have some trades open on BingX, some trades open on Phoenix, some trade open on Bybit. So yeah, why not? What is your opinion about RLC? Well, funny that you ask me, because we actually handled that token now and then. It's an AI token, if I'm not mistaken. I have it here in my token list. And I was actually pretty bullish on RLC. We called this one pretty early. Yeah, it looks extremely bullish. We have like kind of a W formation right here. W formation. If we break that W, yeah, this chart actually looks pretty good. It looks kind of a little bit like Ethereum, right? Like with this this thing going up. Maybe we can even make like something like this, where it's now trading a little bit in between. But I think in general, this chart is looking bullish, and you want to compare this chart with the Bitcoin dominance, because when the Bitcoin dominance is breaking down, you definitely want to look at these opportunities. But RLC, yeah, that is a token that we already talked early on Whale Portal 2. And shorter term time frame, it looks like. Yeah, like I said, it's a little bit. It's not really a trade zone for me, because if we're here at the support, yeah, it would make sense to open longs, right? Nice momentum coming up, but right now in the middle of this channel, yeah, I don't really see a nice risk reward ratio trade. Dump or pump? Opinion on JTO coin. Well, let's start with pump or dump. Let's go to Bitcoin. For me, to be honest, on Bitcoin, it's very difficult to say right now. We have the Bitcoin ETF approval coming in on roughly the 10th of January. That's almost a fact, right? We have to see how that's going to play out. But I could see Bitcoin pump on that news, definitely. And if we go to the weekly right here, we can see that we just coming up right here with momentum, and yeah, this could go on for quite some time, right? Like on the weekly time frame, things are actually looking pretty bullish. But yeah, that doesn't mean that if we zoom in that we still can get a correction sooner or later. So I would say Bitcoin is looking. I'm kind of neutral to Bitcoin in the short-term time frame, although I do think we can pump on the anticipation for the Bitcoin ETF. I do lean a little bit more to the fact that the Bitcoin ETF sell or a week afterwards will be a sell the news event. I'm not sure, but we have look at this. Bitcoin has seen already like quite a big rally, and sooner or later we are going to see a correction. So maybe we're just going to see one last pump and then correct. but maybe also not. And what I think is interesting, a little bit more interesting right now, is Ethereum. That is because ETH BTC is just looking very nice. We have like kind of a falling wedge structure, and I've shared this also on the channel when Ethereum was trading at this support, or when we just like slightly above that support. I was still early sharing it right here on the channel, where we have the relative strength index making higher lows, momentum coming up, bullish pattern, massive support that we touched. So time frame December, January is often a time frame that Ethereum can outperform Bitcoin. So this, to me personally, is a nice setup with a nice risk to reward ratio, and that is something that I'm also looking for in the charts. I want to look something kind of like I'm going to the market and I'm looking for a good deal, right? You're trying to sell oranges, you want to buy them cheap, right? So you're not going to the market and buy them. Well, you can't sell them in your own shop for higher prices. You want to buy it at a market where you can see, okay, probably I can sell this higher later. That's the whole point for trading, right? Because we started trading out with corn, sugar, and all these like oranges and stuff like that. Now it's just changed in this time period. It just changed into magic digital internet money. But back in the days, we would literally like buy sugar and try to sell sugar higher, right? Or buy corn and sell corn higher, which would be fun like back in the days, because you had all the seasons also, right? So you had all the seasons when corn would grow, when corn would be harvested, different places on the world. Look at which companies are doing that, stuff like that. So trading and doing research would be actually quite fun, because it was like real world natural thing that was happening. Agriculture, kind of natural, but right now it's completely different. The fundamental analysis is completely different. It's like bull market, yes or no? Is this meme worthy of like being collected by the mass traders? Can this thing be popular? Yes, okay, let's go in. Does it have a working product? What does the product do? Who is the team? So it's quite funny how it now is completely different than back in the days. Funny to think about that. 10k Ethereum deze bull run, Jeroen. Well, I'm honestly, guys, I'm not that optimistic. 10k Ethereum. I don't think so. But maybe the chances are even higher, because I don't think so, right? This is the first bull market that I'm actually not that bullish, where I'm screaming like 100k or something like that, like previous bull market, right? I mean, when we were trading at $6,000 and you scream 100k, it is a significant difference. If you now say 100k, it's only like a 2.5x from the levels we are trading right now. So you have to see it a little bit in perspective. But something that I shared also with the Will Alerts community on the Christmas special was that I made a plan. And I can do it like this. So this bar cannot do replay mode. Oh yeah, because they are being calculated in a different way. We were looking at the Heikin Ashi, but now we're looking at the normal candlestick. So if you look at this chart, right, so I didn't change this chart. I haven't touched this chart. This is just a chart that we're looking at, and I made the plan in this yellow box to buy Bitcoin, to go all in on Bitcoin. I remember, like, I have it even here, guys. You can see that right here. Like, this is the chart. I hope you can see it. I shared it in a couple of videos as well. Like, I had this chart hanging in my kitchen wall. I have it hanging in my office. I have it hanging everywhere, because I just, like, the chart was so beautiful, because I said, like, okay, I'm going to go all in on Bitcoin in between November and December 2022. And here you can see this chart was actually printed when the candles were not printed yet. Bitcoin will capitulate 12 and 20k between there, and from there we're going to accelerate in the bull market very early on, and then I'm going to take profits at the end of 2023, beginning 2024. So when I press play right here, can't we speed this thing up a little bit? No, but let's take our time. I can read the comments, or I can have some tea. Bam, that was the capitulation, exactly in the yellow box. How beautiful is that? So this was super clear for me, like, okay, bam, that is the moment I'm going to buy. That was a very nice call. And then Bitcoin accelerated early this bull market. We had that another pump, I guess, right here. Yeah, we have here one more pump. Consolidate, dump, move sideways. Damn, I can dream about this chart. Sideways, and then we took off again right now to 45,000 US dollars, right? So the powerful thing from this plan is that so far it actually has been accurate. So the plan has been created right here. So far Bitcoin is following this plan, right? And my plan is also to take profits like early 2024, because I made that plan already. And if we do something like this, or if we do something like this, or if we do something, you know, like in all circumstances, I would actually kind of profit, because I already entered at these levels. I already entered at 15,000 US dollars. So that trade on my hodl position is already up like, yeah, more than 200%, right? So I also want to take profits, at least partial, because one thing that I also said and that I'm really hammering on, what if the money printer does go into infinity? What if we do get Weimar Republic? And what if, right? You wanna be prepared for that scenario too, because if you sell your Bitcoin and things just like go like parabolic, then because of the economical situation, you're also screwed, right? So I would never sell all my Bitcoin. I will always have a part of my portfolio in Bitcoin. Doesn't matter how obvious the top is. If we go tomorrow here, I still wouldn't sell everything, you know? Even if this like the most obvious top, I'll just always leave a little bit in crypto, just from principle. Bitcoin is sound money. We are in this revolution. So yeah, that's my opinion, guys. What's going on in the chat? It's quiet here, guys. I don't see much people. Are you still convinced that this time the bull market will be short because of the 16-year cycle? Yeah, I actually, yes. This is also the reason why I drew this plan out, and I can very good be wrong on this. So if a 16-year cycle would maybe be something like this, you know, with a multi-year long bear market, but the top can be here, top can be here, top can be here. And a regular 4-year cycle would maybe a little bit more like, yeah, something like that, where we top later. I think the regular 4-year cycle should top at the end of 2025, if I'm not mistaken. So it's really different, right? But I do really think that once we topped, and that might be this year, that might be beginning next year, that might be 2025, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I can't possibly know that. I can just view these perspectives and prepare for all these perspectives. But I do think once we top, no matter where that is, between now and 2 years, we will see a big recession. Like a big one, big recession. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. A lot of things pointing to that. Again, can be wrong, you know. Still can be wrong. But yeah, I think we can see a very big recession. My biggest loss in crypto. Damn. Damn, yeah, that is... don't want to think too much back. It depends, because if you look at the loss in one single trade, or if you look at the loss in like over a period of time, like for my bull market top portfolio to my bear market bottom portfolio, was that I lost a lot of money over 1 year time span, but it was all unrealized gains, because in the end most of my portfolio entered right here, so that would still be in profit in US dollar terms, right? But the most I lost on one single trade with leverage is a little bit over 10k US, and I can tell you that's not fun, guys. But yeah, it's also part of the learning curve, right? If you don't lose money, how you gonna learn, right? You gotta learn left or right, and we human people, we learn often through pain. I used to be a breakdancer back in the days, as you can see in the intro of my YouTube videos, right? And I broke like, I was always the guy who broke all his bones, and then everyone would make the joke, oh, look at him, he's literally break dancing, right? Break the bone dancing. But yeah, I also learned through breaking bones, because I broke like 19 bones when I was in my, for my 10 till my 18, and then afterwards, like, just stopped getting injured, you know. Except for one traffic accidents, but that was not breakdancing, so I don't count that one. But humans learn through pain. Hey, do you think coins on Solana chain will pump also with Sol? Yes, I think, like, to be honest, I shared this over on Twitter. I miss Solana, but I want to congrats everyone who did banked on Solana. You guys did a great job. I would say take profits also. Solana's doing great. But yeah, you can see that Solana has so much attention this bull market, and I think things on chain Solana and like NFTs on Solana, they can do pretty good because of this. Yeah, pain as fuck. $7,800. Oh yeah, it hurts, man. It really hurts, because your mind goes like, shit, what could I have done with this money? Or other people have to work maybe 1 year to get this money. Like, that's kind of crazy, right? But yeah, shouldn't let you, yeah, shouldn't put yourself down with that, because it's just part of the journey. Same as you pay money to college to learn, actually, yeah, nothing. I don't want to say nothing, depending which study you're doing, but I mean, learning left or right costs money, right? Yeah. So guys, let's why is the chat so quiet? I didn't prepare anything for today's video, eh? I told you guys in the beginning, right? I need to look at you guys' comments, so we can talk about some stuff. What are you guys gonna do with Christmas anyway? You're gonna be glued in front of your charts the whole time, or or is gonna spend some quality time with the family? Well, I'm gonna spend some quality time with the family. I'm also not gonna trade, except for spot, of course. But yeah, so quality time with the family, and then after the new year, we're gonna rock it, and the new update on Will Portal will be insane, guys. And you guys are very early here, because we are not like the biggest community yet, right? So we're building these tools, and you're already very early, which makes you a very early adopter of tools that don't exist before. So I think that will give you a big edge too. Guys, this is the chart of Audi. This is completely crazy. This is so crazy. This thing pumped, like, I have the feeling I was one of the first ones who saw potential in this token, because this is the first altcoin on Bitcoin. I've screamed about this token on the channel when we were like still at lower levels, even still at $3, $4, $5, you know. But I just had a vision. I had a vision of the future. Like, whoa, it's the first altcoin on Bitcoin. Shoot moon. Cannot be different, man. Cannot be different. And I think a lot of these profits will go to Bitcoin NFTs. I think Bitcoin NFTs will do pretty good. What altcoins you're most bullish on? Well, I have my list right here. This altcoin, this is my small cap that I'm betting on, Level token, and I actually kind of disappointed in this one. I bought it very early, like we bought it very low. It's right now I'm a little bit in profit, but I actually hope this thing would like blast off, but it's such a small cap, but it still can come. We can still see momentum coming up right here. So yeah, I'm still hopeful with this altcoin. But this is the small cap that I'm betting on. DYDX, I have been very bullish on DYDX already 2 times this year. that once was here. We actually longed this on Will Alerts, made more than 100% profit. Here we longed this one on Will Alerts, made more than 100% profit. DYDX is beautiful, also looking pretty good against Bitcoin if you ask me right now, in a buy zone too, or close to the buy zone. GMX I actually like. I like GMX because it's a DEX token. GMX against Bitcoin. Little bit weakness right here, so maybe a bit early to say, but probably we have some bullish divergence going on. Apex I liked. I was early adopter of this one too. This is the token from the decentralized exchange from Bybit. I like it. Yeah, Uniswap, Sushi, I'm not invested in that now. I'm following that. ChainGPT, I actually bought pretty early. This one also did pretty good. I also sold already a big part of it actually, but already made over 200%. Ori Chain, I was very optimistic about. I think still can do good. Fat, doing pretty good. Ocean, very beautiful. Doge, maybe in January we're going to see some crazy stuff. Sai has been on a massive rally. Rose I really liked too. Rose, I recently traded that one as well. Yeah, from here to here or something. Not too much money, but yeah, it was a nice trade. I'm quite bullish on Rose. Link has been doing pretty good. I'm not positioned in that right now, but these are kind of the altcoins that I'm scanning that I like. The momentum indicator on my trading view chart, this is called the volume momentum indicator, and this is so far still a private indicator, so it's not published. So we wrote our own script, and we add this to the chart in our Pine editor. So this is not possible to get if you go to TradingView. We want to implement this later on Will Portal in the Pro charts. So we also don't want to continue to develop on TradingView, but we just like to make a quick visual representation of the indicator. We'll use TradingView, but in the end we want to do everything on the Will Portal. What about Tor as a DEX on Rune? Well, actually, I don't really know. Wanted to know what your thoughts are on the PIN and BRC10 narratives for the next one. You mean BRC20 or BRC10? Like, I see there's a lot of alternatives to BRC20, and to be honest, I don't really did research into that. So I'm bullish on BRC20, but we've seen already BRC20 pump, right? So but still, Bitcoin NFTs I think can do pretty good. Like, I think they can take over the market cap of Ethereum NFTs. I'm definitely very positive about that. Not in a recession though. But yeah, all these other BRC10 or CBRC, I've seen it. Honestly, I don't know I'm not really dived into that. I think Rune is also doing pretty good, but I haven't looked at Rune too much. Yeah, Rune had a nice rally. Definitely very beautiful rally. I wouldn't buy it here, definitely not. So for the ones that are looking to buy right now, I'm personally, even though market is going up and things are looking bullish, I would personally wait a little bit, because you want to enter very early in a move and you want to exit like around the middle or the top, right? And then you just want to wait for a next nice setup. That's how I play it mostly. Even though it's very difficult, because you just want to be in a trade 24/7. Every time you wake up, you go to the Bitcoin chart, you're like, yeah, I'm going to long. Yeah, I'm going to short, right? Sometimes making no trade is also a trade, right? Being out of the markets is also a trade. I'm in Tommy as well. Tommy is on a few major exchanges. Nice project. Was also on Binance Blockchain Week. Not listed on Binance. Okay. Tor Swap is a cross. Okay, what about Mina? High potential and $0 stack. I never heard about it, to be honest, but let me check Mina. Mina USD. Yeah, showing quite some strength right here. Nice W formation with a nice deep second part of the W. Yeah, if we can break that resistance, then we might probably see an increase, and that can be quite a pump on this. I don't know what this coin is doing, yeah, but that can be target of this formation would be like 150% gain. And it's listed on Coinbase, I see. So yeah, that's also a pretty good sign. Can you check one for us? 1 day time frame. One on the 1 day time frame. $1 US. 1 USDT on Bybit. Okay. Daily time frame. Yeah, looks kind of similar, right? Also kind of W formation. But again, yeah, I personally wouldn't buy right now into these tokens, even though they can pump, because I don't see a good risk to reward ratio. I first want to see the sentiment change a little bit into some more negative sentiment before I'm going to deploy more capital and take risk. Because I have the feeling we are closer to a top than to a bottom, if you get what I mean. Even though altcoins can do pretty good. But okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day for today. I want to thank you all for being here with me. I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful Christmas. I hope you can have nice dinners with your family with a beautiful Christmas tree. Have nice conversations about maybe about back in the days, or, you know, fun stuff. At least you and I and every one of us are looking like a genius on the Christmas table, because we've been talking about crypto for years and right now it's pumping. So at least we got some positive news to share when they ask us about, hey, how are your crypto investments going? Right? So that is a good sign. We're not looking like clowns like in 2022 when everything was going to hell. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for being here with me. I had a very nice time going live with you. If you want me to do this more often, let me know in the comment section, like and everything. And if you are new, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, guys, wish you a beautiful Christmas. And I hope to see every single one of you in the next one.